Hey guys, I'm Grestar, and how about we watch a death battle, Balrog vs TJ Combo. Of course, make sure to check out the original first by clicking the link in the description, like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff, and then come back here and we'll watch it together. I don't know anything about these characters, so I don't even know what games they're from, so I can't really say, oh, Street Fighter vs Killer Instinct actually, just upon reading the title. So that's what they're from, but I know, nothing about the characters themselves. I still feel I know very little about the games. I know they're fighting games, and that's one of the reasons I know, like, nothing about them, because I just never really played fighting games, it wasn't my thing growing up. But credit where credit's due, because I didn't talk about this last time, I don't think. I just mentioned how I didn't know about them, and so I wasn't, like, super excited for this death battle. I do think that the way that they actually, like, announced the combatants, these two, Balrog and TJ Combo, I thought that was cool. Like, I liked the intensity of it, the music and everything, and the clips. It was fun. So, I didn't mention that last time, so I thought I would this time. But yes, with that very little said, let's get to watching. And play. Oh, look at that logo and everything. So yes, Balrog vs TJ Combo.
Years ago, one Greek guy punched another Greek guy, and then they just turned it into a sport.
Indeed, boxing is one of the oldest Olympic sports and has since been refined and perfected over nearly 3,000 years.
I see.
And today we're pitting two of gaming's toughest boxers head to head.
Balrog, the crazy buffalo from Street Fighter.
Crazy, okay.
And TJ Combo, the hard-hitting champ from Killer Instinct. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's see.
Boxer, gambler, cheater. Heavyweight champ Balrog has been called many things. Merciful was never one of them.
I see what they did there.
Rough upbringing. Born and raised in a ghetto neighborhood, the young brawler-to-be had one goal: to leave his poor family and taste that sweet, sweet American dream.
Gotcha.
The boozing, gambling, and womanizing kind of
Oh, but of course, yes.
Uproot at heart, Balrog learned early on that he had a gift for roughing others up. A gift which he soon turned into a professional boxing career.
Does that really surprise anyone, though? I mean, look at the guy. His skin can barely even contain his own muscles.
Well.
At 6'4" and 298 pounds, Balrog is a monster. Compared to real-life boxers, Balrog would be the second largest heavyweight champion in the entire history of the sport.
Talk about a beast. He makes good use of that size and strength as he specializes in slugger-style boxing.
Out of the four generally accepted styles of boxing, sluggers are the most straightforward. They sacrifice mobility and finesse in favor of unwavering perseverance and terrifying brute force.
And Balrog embodies this style to a T. Sluggers are great at taking lots of hits without going down, and then KOing their opponents with just a couple big punches.
I see.
In Balrog's case, his dashing punches let him come in swinging. His screw smash uppercut is so brutal, it can power through other attacks. But Balrog's strength really shines with his famous gigaton blow, or with his incredibly deadly turn punch, if he's able to hit anything with it, that is. The longer he tenses his arm up for, the more powerful the move gets.
While all these moves are fair game in the rules of boxing, fairness is the last thing Balrog cares about.
Damn! This freaking guy is crazy. I mean, really, look at those eyes.
Yeah,
that's the
enough.
Same look old Grandpappy Boomstick had every time he came home with some fresh poultry dinner.
Oh.
Till the damn chickens got him.
Unfortunately, his victory was short-lived. When he returned to the ring, he ended up killing his opponent. With his career ruined, Balrog returned to the life of gambling, booze, and women.
Man, he got to kill a guy and drink all day? Talk about living the life. But B-Rog wasn't done flexing his fighting skills. He joined the crime syndicate Shadaloo and basically punched his way up to become its founder's right-hand man.
Okay.
And who wouldn't want somebody as rough and tough as Balrog at their side?
Especially since he's so strong, he once killed an elephant with just one punch.
Ouch.
See this one? His name's Kodal. Balrog killed his best friend.
Good friggin' elephants had it coming for years. Never shut up. And someone always loses on Dawson's stage.
Elephants commonly use their skulls to knock down trees, meaning they can withstand a force of at least 10,000 pounds.
I see.
The strongest punch ever recorded comes from heavyweight champ Frank Bruno with a force of 1,420 pounds. A dangerous amount of strength to be sure, but still only 1/7 of Balrog's potential.
Right.
But Balrog wouldn't be a true slugger if he couldn't take a beating. He battled the sumo wrestler E. Honda, and the two fell off a cliff, and they both survived.
We know this fight takes place in Thailand and on a cliff overlooking a river. This area is very similar to the northern Kwai Yai River, which can be more than 300 feet wide. By comparing that to the width of the river as seen here, we can estimate the cliff to be 1,272 feet high.
Okay,
But while
so he
Balrog
survived that
may
fall.
have the raw power of a slugger, he's got all the downsides that come with it too.
A smart enough opponent could potentially predict and counter his attacks. This is how he lost
He
to
just
other
countered it
Street
with his
fighters
chest?
like Dudley and Alex.
Yeah, he's not the brightest shed in the tool, if you know what I mean.
Tool in the shed.
You're a tool. After Shadowloo's head honcho was defeated, Balrog got a promotion and ran the whole crime syndicate himself, until he ran the whole organization into the ground.
Probably.
I was gonna say, if you're not smart, if you're a gambler
But
and
hey,
everything.
we're not here to test his management skills. Balrog's been out of the ring for years, but today he's here to show he's still got what it takes to win. At the end of the day, you gotta respect the crazy buffalo.
Fair enough.
I can almost smell the money now. If I can pull this off, I'll be on Easy Street forever.
Well, now it's TJ Combo.
And
See what he
at
has.
6'1" and weighing 220 pounds, TJ Combo is the definition of a champion.
Thank you,
But he
Boomstick.
didn't start out that way. Born to a poor family on the Texas coast, Tyler Johnson Garrett was in for a rough road to fame and glory. TJ didn't have much, but he did have boxing.
TJ's dad trained him to box, and he joined a junior league when he was 12 years old, where he promptly lost.
But instead of learning from his mistakes and trying again the next year, TJ replaced the padding in his glove with a roll of quarters and got his revenge with one savage blow. If he learned anything that day, it was only how good it felt to win.
Well, the junior league
Okay.
didn't exactly agree, so they kicked him out. For the rest of his childhood, he was in and out of trouble. But unwilling to give up, TJ eventually took what little he owned to start a new life at a boxing gym in Chicago. As a janitor.
Aw.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Do what you gotta do.
TJ's love for boxing never died. Every dollar he earned was spent on boxing lessons. Every spare minute studying legends like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali.
You could say he was really cleaning it up in the ring until he finally got a shot at the heavyweight championship.
Like his hero Ali, TJ fights using an outboxer style, staying outside an opponent's reach with evasive maneuvers and taking advantage of missed swings.
Ah.
And TJ's go-to attack is his mighty power line. Wait a minute, isn't that the band from a
Why is there a giant
movie?
spider?
No.
Oh, it's a straight punch
I
that
like
knocks
spiders.
even the toughest opponents backward. His tremor punch is a flying overhand attack that can hit the ground so hard it creates a shockwave that knocks people off their feet.
Wow.
And he can even send them skyward with his vortex uppercut.
But his fighting style goes beyond mere punches. His flying knee is good for aggressively closing in on opponents, and his shoot toss sets them up for his famous combos.
That's where he
Hence
got
his
the
name.
nickname
Gotcha.
TJ Combo.
Is that how you got your nickname, Boomstick?
Nickname? What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we'll
Through
leave
years
that
of
be.
hard work and dedication, TJ eventually won the heavyweight championship. At last, fame, fortune, and glory were in his hands. And then they all went to his head.
Oh, no.
TJ got lazy, blowing his prize money on parties,
Good for him.
and ignoring his training until he lost the title.
Aw.
Ah, shoot. Man, this poor guy just can't keep it together, can he?
Oh, that's a blood.
That's when the world-dominating mega corporation Ultratech, aka Evil Walmart, offered TJ an experimental surgical procedure to put him back on top.
And TJ
Instead of just
remembered
working
the
again, you
lesson
know.
he learned long ago. If all else fails, just cheat shamelessly.
Yeah.
Ultratech fused titanium implants into TJ's arms,
Oh.
drastically increasing his striking power. Within 6 months, TJ won his title back and held it for 20 years. But Ultratech wanted a favor in return.
They waited 20 whole years to cash in the favor? Nobody's that patient.
Ultratech had a new product, a robot warrior they wanted to showcase in a battle against the boxing champ.
Okay.
They left TJ with
Gotcha.
one word of instruction: lose.
But TJ smashed it to pieces in front of a live audience because screw perfectly legal long-term business contracts.
In response, Ultratech exposed TJ for the cheater he was, and thus he was banned from boxing. Again. But this time, TJ refused to go out in disgrace.
So he ripped the metal right out of his arms with his bare hands.
Wow.
Like a badass.
Or a complete idiot. But by some extreme luck, Ultratech's experimentation left him with a minor healing factor, which ensured his arms weren't ruined forever.
Okay.
What's more, he also learned he could enter a berserker mode, which
right.
enables him to move and punch faster when in desperate situations.
Well, robo-arms or not, TJ is one impressive fighter. His punches can launch heavy enemies like Fulgore over 13 feet into the air. And holding the championship for 20 years is way longer than the world record.
Currently, the longest held heavyweight title belongs to Joe Louis, whose reign lasted 11 years, 8 months, and 8 days. TJ defended his title for nearly twice that length.
He did have metal arms at the
TJ's
time.
got plenty of experience outside the ring. Without implants, he's defeated the Secret Agent Orchid, the upgraded Warbot Fulgore Mark II, and killed multiple Ultratech super dinosaurs. That's right, this is a boxer who kills frickin' velociraptors on the regular.
Well,
And he's obviously very resilient to pain, like when he survived jumping out of an Ultratech skyscraper. Based on the amount of time it takes other unfortunate visitors to fall from the top floor, this building must be 1,162 feet tall.
gotcha.
But we all know this boxing champ never had a perfect record. He lost fights to Glacius, the Ice Alien, and twice was outmatched by squads of Ultratech super soldiers.
Also, while TJ's
Those
outboxer
dinosaurs.
style is quick and resilient, it can be overwhelmed by an aggressive enough opponent. If he gets overconfident, he's sure to lose an important fight sooner rather than later.
But since being outed, he's determined to prove his skill is all natural. It's gonna take a lot to bring down a champion like TJ Combo.
And don't think for a
this
moment
marks the
that I'll
end.
let anything get in my way. Cause if you give me that moment, I win.
All right, time for a Blue Apron commercial.
All right, the combatants
That's what
are
I'm
set.
assuming.
Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, it wouldn't be a boxing match without some food to go along. So here's how you get your hands on some. Grandpappy Boomstick always said that nothing in life is better than good food and making something with your own two hands. And Blue Apron is both
We're
those
just gonna
things
bear with it.
combined.
Blue
gonna
Apron
go-
is the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe
And,
delivery service in the
let you
country.
listen.
All ingredients arrive right to your door, guaranteed fresh and ready to cook.
It's better than eating fast food, plus it's affordable. Blue Apron
Is it
less
better than fast food,
$10
though?
per person per meal.
Choose from a variety of recipes and get the meals that sound good to you. The ingredients are perfectly proportioned and the instructions are easy to follow. I mean, even Boomstick can do it.
Hey, watch it or you're not getting any of the next meal I make when it arrives. Like the meatball pizza with fresh mozzarella cheese and charmed tomatoes.
And if you're worried about variety, don't bother. Recipes are not repeated within the year, so you'll never get bored. Check out this
Yay!
week's
No
menu and get
boredom.
your first 3 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/battle.
You'll love how good it feels and tastes.
You
to
guys
eat
almost ready to
incredible
talk
home-cooked
about my
meals with Blue
predictions?
Apron. So don't wait.
That's blueapron.com/battle.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
Here we go.
Right now,
Here we go.
It's time
For a death battle and pause. Yeah, I'll take these off. Let's talk about this really quick. So, I think that TJ Combo is going to win, and here's why I think he's going to win this. So, well, first, basically, if Balrog were to win, I think it would be specifically because he was able to get in a few quick punches that just TJ could not handle. However, I don't think that that will happen. I feel like TJ just has the upper hand because like they both survived like really long falls. I think that Balrog survived a longer fall, but I don't even know how much like terminal velocity would come into play here. I don't know how far you have to fall or how fast you have to be going in order to actually reach that. I don't know what that is for humans in this kind of contained environment, you know? So I don't know, but those seem like very close feats, you know, both the falls and surviving them, they seem like close feats. Also, I don't know if either of them had any sort of like, if their, you know, falls were cushioned or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's hard to compare any further with that. But Balrog, like, it actually, I feel like they emphasize his feat about, you know, knocking out the elephant, which would take, you know, like a 10,000 pound hit, and that's definitely something, that's definitely impressive. However, TJ Combo, I feel like could do a lot similar things. Like, one is, you know, him taking out the raptors. I feel like that's pretty impressive. Two, fighting Fulgore, you know, the steel mechanical beast kind of thing. You know, that's definitely impressive and tearing it apart. And then being able to knock people like Fulgore, like the heavy Fulgore, you know, like 10 feet or whatever up into the air, that takes some massive strength. Not only that, but then, you know, he's able to punch the ground and create a seismic wave enough, or some kind of whip, you know, to knock enemies down. That would take a lot of force. And then, what was the other thing? I was gonna say just like tearing the metal out of his arms, the implants. I'm sure that would take force too. But that one I feel was more the resilience. And so yes, he's very resilient to pain, he's very strong, he's very determined, and honestly I feel like his fighting style is a pretty good counter to Balrog's. As I said at the beginning of this, Balrog could, like, this is how I foresee Balrog winning if he were to, but I don't think he will, is him being able to, after like losing the majority of the fight, getting in and landing a few good hits and then being done with it, you know? But I think even then, TJ might be able to take it. But assuming that that doesn't happen, TJ, his fighting style is more about like being out of the person's range, you know, dodging around until he finds a good moment and then going into strike and then, you know, comboing it up and everything. I certainly don't think that TJ is weak. He might not be the same kind of scrapper, but we've seen his strength. Again, we talked about, you know, like punching Fulgore into the air and all of that. So, all in all, it seems like he has the upper hand. I mean, he has Berserker mode too, and he has some slight regenerative abilities, which I just did not mention anything like that for Balrog. I think TJ is going to win. I don't think I have anything more to say, or that I need to say anything more. It seems really in favor of TJ Combo here, so I am going to be surprised if I'm wrong. But, you know, if I am, I'll just have to see what they say. So, play. TJ Combo's going to win.
Introducing our first fighter. He's big, he's crude, and all rawhide. He's Balrog! Now for his challenger. A heavyweight champion with a shady history who's here to prove he can beat the best of the best, even without awesome metal arms.
That's right.
He's TJ Combo!
You got this, TJ Combo!
Think you got what it takes to beat the champ? You won't even make it to round 2, wimp.
Oh, listen to that trash talk.
Here we go! And fight! And Balrog starts strong and ferocious.
Kick his butt, Combo.
TJ's quick, but Balrog is clearly overwhelming him.
We'll use more of your outward, or whatever it's called, style.
Just like that, Balrog puts Combo in the corner. And here he comes for the follow-up. TJ.
Dodge! There you go.
Whoa, wait a minute. Did TJ just turn this around? Incredible! Out of nowhere, Balrog.
We'll see. We're still going.
Annoying bastard. I'll break you like a rag doll.
Yeah, try it. You got nothing on my man TJ.
Round 1. Folks, it looked like Balrog clearly had the reins in this fight, but I'd say TJ proved he can give as good as he gets. Moving into round 2.
So if he has a break like that, that's time to heal. Like.
What you got?
Oh snap! Ow!
Whoa! A dirty move from Balrog.
Everyone boos. That's right. Are you?
That's not appropriate.
No, that's not appropriate. What the heck?
Come on, Tiny. Just you and me.
Bring it on, asshole.
Ow. Oh! I didn't see that coming or see how that's physically possible, but he did it! He broke the combo. Ow. Hate to say this, but kill him! Oh no, he's tensing up his arm and stuff.
You won't hear the full 10 count. Why don't you go to hell?
I can't believe it! Combo's down!
Combo, get up!
Be over.
Yeah, he got up, okay. Berserker mode? Is it Berserker time?
I ain't done.
Wait, what?
He ain't done, that's what he said.
Back up with his last breath!
Oh, ow. I don't think he's gonna fight anymore with that arm, yeah.
Holy jumping
Well.
TJ Combo takes the title in absolutely brutal fashion.
Yeah, that was pretty ah! Ah!
KO.
Hey.
Oh, it's just like Rock'em Sock'em Robot. Only I don't think his head's getting reattached.
I don't think it
This was
is.
an extremely close bout. In fact, both fighters were evenly matched in a lot of unexpected ways.
Being a slugger, Balrog was obviously used to having the strength advantage, but TJ actually had him matched.
Recall how Balrog's punch killed an elephant whose skull could withstand 10,000 pounds of force.
I do.
Or 44,482 newtons.
Yes.
In comparison, TJ's vortex punch is capable of hitting opponents at a minimum of 13.4 feet into the air, even if they weigh as much as 550 pounds like Fulgor. To launch something that heavy with just a punch would require 44,820 newtons of force.
That's
Damn,
right.
that's close.
I did it.
That's not even TJ's strongest punch. Even their ability to take hits were pretty similar, like Balrog falling off of the cliff or TJ jumping out of the Ultratech skyscraper, both of which were at similar heights.
Luckily for TJ, analyzing real-life boxing trends revealed his inherent advantage over Balrog. The popular triangle theory of boxing, also called the rock-paper-scissors theory, claims that sluggers such as Balrog naturally struggle against outboxers like TJ.
I see.
Yeah, slugger punches are really strong, but they're predictable and require more energy. So a good outboxer could just keep his distance, capitalizing on mistakes, and then wear the slugger down over time until the opportune chance for a knockout blow.
Obviously, it's called a theory for a reason. Every
Right.
boxer is different. However, when applied at a very fundamental level, the triangle theory holds weight.
Like when Ali took the title from slugger George Foreman in the famous Rumble in the Jungle by using those outboxer tactics.
And don't forget, TJ kept a heavyweight title for over 20 years. Despite how closely matched their power and durability were, TJ's speed, tactics, and experience won the match by permanent knockout.
I didn't even think about
You
experience.
could say TJ had the instinct for this fight.
Killer,
And
I
was
get
a
it.
Killer.
Yeah.
The winner is TJ Combo.
Claps for TJ Combo, everybody. Now we get to see the next time after they talk to us.
announce
Right.
the combatants for the next death battle.
And if you want to watch exclusive commentary on this episode, click that little box over there and start a first membership trial.
Try to grab one of these shirts too.
I should. Thank you for reminding me. Once I get money, next time. Shredder? Really? Shredder versus Silver Samurai. I do not know Silver Samurai, but I think the Silver Samurai is going to win. However, this is me saying that without having any knowledge of like the Ninja Turtles comics, but I just feel like the Shredder. Okay, yeah, no, I really, that's not fair to say. My only knowledge of the Shredder is from like the movies, like the '90s movies or whatever, with the turtle suits and everything. He's so easy in those, you know. He's a pushover. But I'm sure in the comics and whatnot, he's awesome. So I'm still gonna lean towards Silver Samurai for now, but from what I know of Shredder, yeah, but I just feel it's not fair to say because that's a very limited piece of like canon for him. But yeah, let's talk. I almost moved my microphone. Let's talk about this death battle now. So I was right. I'm glad I was right, and I'm glad that I was right for the. As you saw in a minute, I was happy. Okay, I was happy that I was able to think of the right things. That's actually. I'm gonna bring this up. Someone in a recent stream of mine, if you're not aware, I stream Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch channel, which if you just find, well, it's twitch.tv/Riz_Grestar. Anyway, away from that, someone asked me how I don't get upset when my preferred character loses in death battle. And one, it's because I don't get too obsessed because I'm aware of the fact that it's a fictional character against another fictional character in a fictional matchup that doesn't matter, you know? What I get upset about is, well, I mean, if I disagree, like, strongly, even after their conclusions, if it doesn't make sense to me, then of course I can be a little bit upset about that. But I'm never upset because my character loses or dies or whatever. I'm just upset because I was not able to properly use the information that I'd been given, that I wasn't able to like reason through it. And so when I can reason through it, like when in my prediction I talk about specific things that they then reference in their conclusion, that's when I get happy, you know? And so I was happy that I was able to remember how their, like the falling heights was similar. I was happy that I was able to properly compare the elephant skull thing to punching someone like Fulgor, and how like they specifically did too at the end. It just made me feel good. So yeah, I certainly agree with this outcome. They honestly made it sound closer than it was, or than I thought it was. Strictly, like, they explicitly said that it was a very close match, and that they were very, you know, close in a lot of ways, which I hadn't expected. I thought that TJ had more of the upper hand. He certainly had the upper hand, and he won, and, you know, they gave reasons for why. But, like, I thought that the outboxer, I'll always forget what it's, I'm gonna forget forever what it's called, but you know, it was kind of better against the slugger in general. Of course, like they said, there are always exceptions. That's just the general rule of thumb kind of thing. Just because, yeah, they can dodge around, they can tire the opponent out, and then, you know, go in when they have a good chance. But point is, I don't disagree with these results. I'm quite happy for the results, and I am especially happy that I was able to properly use the logic and whatnot that was stored in my brain in order to come up with the result. So yeah, I don't have too much else to say about the result. So about the animation itself, I really did like the animation. I tend to prefer the 3D animation, you know, battles over the 2D battles. That's not to say there aren't any good 2D battles or that the 2D battle artists or animators are bad, you know, far from it. They're quite good. It's just, I feel I don't get as, I don't know, invested maybe? Or maybe the action is just, I don't know. But whatever the reason, I don't like the 2D battles as much in general as I do the 3D battles. And so this one, you know, already kind of has the upper hand because it is 3D, but with that said, I thought that it looked really good. I thought that it had good pacing. I thought that it, you know, mixed things up pretty well. I was a little bit confused about how they were playing out TJ at first, because being the outboxer or whatever it's called, I thought that he was going in a lot even when it wasn't necessarily appropriate, or that he was like not dodging enough, but you know, that's, we can't have him dodging around too much, I suppose, because then that's kind of really underplaying or downplaying Balrog's abilities. And I don't know boxing, so who am I to say, really? But that, you know, so that was fun. The visual aspect of it was fun. And then I liked kind of the storytelling aspect of it too, because, you know, you had the ring, you had all of the audience members, you had the poor ref who just, I'm pretty sure he's dead. He's gonna need to go to the hospital if he got punched by Balrog like that, because it didn't seem like he was holding back, and he did multiple punches. It wasn't just like one annoyed punch in the face and now you're knocked out. There was multiple. Balrog was angry, and he should have been penalized for that, but he's dead now, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, the voice acting of it was fun, you know, just the lines and the delivery there and whatnot. Aaron's probably wrong, but you know what I mean. So I enjoyed it. As for the analysis portion, let's see, I'm trying to think about anything in particular. I don't know. I mean, I want to say that it gave more information, like, because I was able to use that. However, I really don't think that they did necessarily. Something that I noticed while watching this death battle in particular was that they specifically pointed out the effect, or no, not the effect, but like how much force would have to go behind a punch to knock out an elephant, you know? Like, they specifically mentioned the math behind that, and that stuck with me, you know? And so after that, as I was watching TJ Combo, or like his analysis portion, I was paying attention for them to describe or explain the math on his end, and I don't think they ever did. And that was one of the big things that made me think like, oh, TJ probably has this then. And so I started thinking of, okay, well, if, you know, they gave the math for the elephant thing, what math did they not give on TJ's side that would provide me with a good counter, you know? And that's when I thought about the whole like punching Fulgor thing and the ground pound thing, which I'm surprised they didn't mention that, because I'm pretty sure you'd have to be pretty strong in order to like punch the ground and knock someone down because of it, you know? But Yeah, so did they really like, were they more clear in this analysis bit? I don't know. Maybe they weren't. Maybe I was just picking up on more cues than I usually do. Or maybe I just got completely lucky. It's hard to say, you know? But because of how accurate I feel I was in my prediction, I think that I did just focus on the right things. You know, when they said the 10,000 pounds thing and I perked up from there and like listened specifically in TJ Combos for his sort of, you know, the counter or correlation, whatever, that kind of thing. Maybe that was just me knowing better what to look for this time. So, yeah. I don't think that I have anything else to say. We already talked about the next time. We talked about the analyses. We talked about the results and the animation. So I think we're good here. All right, let me know what you thought about this death battle in the comments below. Whether you liked it, whether you disliked it, what you thought about this or that, etc., so on and so forth. And let me know what you think about the next time too. What your thoughts are on that. Because again, I am very limited in my knowledge of Shredder. But on the other hand, I know literally nothing about Silver Samurai. So next one, I'm going in like really rather blind. Like if they reference the Ninja Turtles movies a lot, then I'll have, you know, like some sort of understanding, but I don't think that they will or should because I remember Shredder being awful in those. So yeah. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and with that, we're calling it here. Cue outro, go!